Hello? Hello? Oh good, audio is functional. That's always a nice thing. I appreciate when the audio functions. Hello? Oh no, that does not function. Quick, fix it, fix it. Ta-da! I fixed it. We're good now. Yay! Hi. Hello, it is me. I'm here now. I've arrived for Limbus. It is time for Limbus. It is time for... Hello, me. Hi. How are you? You seem to be doing well. Me, make sure chat is also visible for me. It is! Okay, good. Thank goodness. I'm able to see. We're good. I think we are prepared now. Maybe. Wait. Hello. Okay, I think this is working. All is prepared. Except for... me this. There we go. I'm adjusting things in the background. Please give me a moment while I do so. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember how the heck to do everybody's voices. Because it has been a long time since I've done so. Yay!
This was unexpected of you, Faust. For you of all sinners to be the one to bring aboard a big shot to our humble abode. Do you have any idea how many times that prick killed us? The least you could do is... Yes, that reminds me. After I opened my personal consultation hours for a certain kleptomaniac among us.
He said among us. Regulus's obvious discontent at the involvement of an outsider didn't seem to bother Faust. I considered him indispensable to the completion of this mission.
And why is that? Because I'm the only one who can hunt that pallid whale.
I don't know how to do his voice. Regulus is hard enough as is. His voice is even greedier.
Of course you are. The Indigo Elder.
Indigo? He is a color? That means to say that I, at this very moment, am sharing the same space with not one, but two color fixers.
I heard that you were wandering the Great Lake to hunt his whales. And last I heard, you hunted one of the 5 calamities, the all-impaling marlin whale.
The old man grunted. It was neither a confirmation nor a denial, but that was the way the old man was. Everyone understood that. All circumstantial evidence suggests that the golden bow was devoured by the whale stranded at the Great Lake. Yes, the very same pallid whale of the 5 calamities, normally observed in the outskirts.
Of course. That's how those things always tend to go. We wasted...
I don't know how to do his voice.
We've wasted much time, so I'll be blunt. I wish to hunt the pallid whale. Yes, and time's all we have.
Moreover, we know where the whale is headed. I'm certain that you've spent a significant amount of time observing and learning that whale to hunt it. I've got a plan, and I'll do anything to make it work, even if you want me there only as bait. And this is how we'll do it. The crowd fell silent when Ishmael finished explaining her plan. Oh, okay, fine. I don't get to hear what it is.
You're mad. All that thrashing's finally sent you off the deep end.
I'm just going there for my mission, and the golden bow just happens to be in the same direction. I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since their decision matters the most. This company, me, we're both just trying to find a way to reach our goals.
That's all this is.
Voice is already at max volume.
Besides, does anyone have any better idea?
나는 반대야.
No, can't argue with that. Can't agree to that. We're making a mistake by even entering that barmy idea. I must ask you one thing. Will you join us to fish, Red?
The indigo elder suddenly broke his silence with a question.
I'm not experienced or particularly skilled at hunting marine life, but I have other more important concerns that prevent me from joining. So no, unless the worst comes to pass, I'll not take part.
The old man rose from his seat and walked off as though he was about to leave.
But wait a moment. We don't need the guide. Without a proper plan, we are more than capable of completing this mission. To give up so quickly as... I never said I am. This loud, screaming ship won't do in our hunt for the pallid whale.
Screaming? I didn't think Mephistopheles was that loud.
To hunt it, the boat must remain near and covert. A narrow and sturdy boat is what we need. So all you needed to hear was that Vergilius wasn't going to help out. Why?
Right? This goes so much smoother if Virgil was with us. We can prepare a boat that fits your specifications should you request it.
That's alright. I'll sail on my own skiff. That old dinghy? That whale could split it in two with a light wag of its tail. No, that skiff. It may not look like much, but it is extremely durable. I see that X-Corp's alloys have been used in its construction. That could not have been an easy ingredient to come by.
Oh, another benefit of having a color bestowed upon me, then. I have heard tales of... Instead of entertaining that bombardment of questions, he approached me.
I noticed it in the earlier scuffle. That clock seems to have been you and your crew's lifeline. I know not how it works, but I presume it is a singularity of sorts. It will not work against the whale. So start now. Get used to the idea that not everything can be brought back.
Why? Why did you accept, even after Vergilius opted out? It was a question I've been unable to let go. Don't ask why you accepted our request, even after Vergilius opted out of it.
You asked me the wrong question. I would have denied your request had Red agreed to take part. Let's say that Red joined us. We would together battle the whale in a long and arduous struggle. In the end, the whale would surely go down, taking one of us with it. That is why I would have opted out if Red chose to join us.
Huh?
Because the hunt would no longer be mine.
Whatever doth thou mean? Thy intentions elude me.
I mean that I would not be able to test the limits.
The limits? What are you talking about? Look, to hunt that whale, we have to prepare with everything we have, and...
Out of fear, humans drew borders even to the outskirts that lie beyond the city. Beyond it are stars that lie beyond the edge of understanding, beyond even the concept of fear itself. I am but a fisherman seeking to cross the borders and challenge that very understanding. Are you talking about what lies beyond the outskirts? Its outreaches?
That whale devours everything. It brings nothing but calamity. How could you...
So you have been a prey once, sailor. Countless lakes here also devour, summon calamities.
I beg the welcome. I beat up the middle finger. I finally defeated the Coupon last. It took me 11 attempts.
If you find yourself at a crossroads, if you find that your life is worth nothing in the face of what lies before you, recall this conversation. I'm no good with advice. Never was. Still, I thought I'd part a few words. As a fellow seafarer, suppose I felt a bit of kinship.
As per the old man's directions, I rode on the skiff prepared on Mephistopheles. I saw Ishmael moments before boarding a skiff on Mephistopheles. This was Ishmael's plan, but I had no him knowing what she was really thinking. I had an inkling, yes, and so far I've been going along with these vague guesses. Vague guesses that led to disasters. So I had to ask her myself. Ishmael, what do you really want?
What I really want?
Ah! I see another vision of Ishmael. She was hiding it well from the other sinners in Regilius. I could clearly see what she wanted, her true desire. Ishmael, you... She was lifting a body from the waters. A body that was torn asunder, shattered bones, strips of muscle, tissue, flesh. Ishmael trembled with elation before what looked like the captain's mutilated corpse.
뭐예요?
What?
얼른 가죠.
Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. Nothing wrong. Nothing to be concerned about. I see no cause for concern. Rocks. We rode toward the Grey Lake as we previously discussed with the Indigo Elder. You can see some rocks poking out of the pale, opaque waters of the lake. Looks like we'll have to maneuver our way around them. Are we fighting rocks? We want to fight the rocks. We're gonna meet them up.
다들 연장 챙기죠.
전 준비되었어요.
재촉지 마시오.
출발합니다.
손맛이 뭔지 보여주지.
좋아, 몸 좀 풀어보자고.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
This'll be fine. Right? Yeah. As we discussed earlier, we took a different route from the Indigo Elder. We were to first arrive at separate destinations for a plan. Something was floating over there. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake.
Are those islands? There's a lot of them.
암초일 수도 있-
They may be reefs. Perhaps that is this lake's challenge, to navigate it while avoiding them to the best of our abilities.
크기가
Well,
들쭉날쭉
they sure do look rocky, but they're too big to be called reefs.
느껴지는 것이 있어,
Do
단테.
you sense aught, Dante?
저것들이 몰려 있지.
We may attempt to discover a path that does not lead into an area cluttered with such obstacles.
틀린 방향이라면
If that would require us to hazard a path unknown, it may lead to this plan's ruin.
대략적인 방향이라도 알려주시면
If you can sense even the most general direction of the Golden Bow, please relay it to me. I can use that to approximate its location.
쪽빛 노인이 준 정보도 있으니
I can assure you a degree of accuracy now that we have with us additional data provided by the Indigo Elder.
뭐야?
Why couldn't you have just been our magic compass to begin with, Clockhead?
호수라는 특수성을
They're able to do this only under the peculiar conditions of the Great Lake. Just very few naive obstacles.
육지의 도시는
The urban areas of the city are dense with structures, both high and low, and into the underground. The higher population density also complicates matters, considering that Dante can detect the Golden Bows only in close proximities. Considering that there may be insurmountable obstacles in our way, their sense will not be of much help there.
Haven't you already mentioned this before?
결국
So they're back to being just your usual Clockhead anywhere else.
Huh. So that's why I could feel the Golden Bow here, even when it was so far away. I raised my finger and pointed towards the general direction of this vague feeling.
확인했습니다.
Confirmed.
방향으로
We'll turn the
선회하시.
ship around in that direction.
Ishmael wordlessly steered the ship according to Vost's words. They grew ever nearer to the island, or a reef. A heavy silence descended upon the sinners. Oh. Until Ishmael gasped with a sudden realization.
호수였구나.
It's this lake.
There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Maybe I saw unrestrained joy, the joy of finding something she's been searching for so long. Such an overwhelming, all-consuming happiness that her facial muscles began to twitch on their own. Maybe I saw extreme fear, a fear in the face of destined, unavoidable horror. The lake's splashing waves hit her trembling face and rolled down her cheeks. Or maybe she was sweating from dread.
이스마엘,
Ismail,
무언가
do you have any new
깨달은
information to share with us? Yeah. Here, I know what to do from here. I know exactly what to do.
오티스 씨,
Otis, I
저는
can't see
분명히 있어서
I can't clearly see what's in
보이지
front of us from back here.
그러니까
Tell me precisely what you see.
지금 우리
The
배 앞에
numbers,
어떤
the sizes,
것들이
all
몇
of it.
개나
암초들 주변에는 거센
Trying to
해류가
avoid the
흐르고
wild
있으니
current and find a safe path around these rocks. Understood.
Lotus nodded empathically before rising from her seat to gaze at the path ahead. She balanced herself as the ship rocked.
350m 가량에
About 350 meters ahead, minuscule, plain-patterned, glistening rock. About 500 meters ahead of that is a medium-sized rock. It has a bump on the top that stands out.
계속하세요.
Continue.
그리고
And not so far ahead from there is a large island with a rough, porous surface. Upon closer inspection, it's like an archipelago of 3, 4 smaller islands. Good.
좋아요.
He smiled again, feeling with his steering gear and the engines up of levers as though something had clicked in her mind.
좋아. 첫 번째 암초는 성공적으로 통과했다.
Good. I've made it past the first rock.
뭔가
Its texture was a bit different from that of a normal rock, wasn't it?
잘
G.E. That's not the texture of a rock, or even soil.
두 번째도 통과.
We just passed the second one. Oi, what's so weird about that texture? I can't see over the big boy and the long one. That there is a living, breathing thing. What?
잠깐.
Wait,
물개.
Suave,
니놈 어디로 좋다는 거야?
watch where you're steering the ship. We're going to crash into that third rock at this rate.
맞게 가는 거예요. 오티스 씨.
And that's what I'm going to do, Otis. That's where we get off. That rock? That creepy porous rock over there? Wait, feel free to crash into a rock on your free time, but don't take all of us with you. There's not even a single tree up there, let alone a person. What the bloody hell are we anchoring for there?
생각하는 방식부터
You gotta screw your head on in a different direction in the Great Lake, Heathcliff. What are you talking about?
A loud shock and an ear-splitting sound of the skiff's scratching and sliding against something cut Heathcliff off.
Do you even know where you're going, woman?
아니?
Oh, yes, she knows. Wait, that white color. You smell?
네.
Yeah,
애초에
those aren't
이것도
islands or
수상
rocks.
아니에요.
When we thought were islands suddenly rumbled, vibrating as ground tremors from an earthquake.
전부
They're all part of a whale.
A colossal creature shudders as it wakes from a long slumber. Time to commit murder! Oh, you're just on top of it. You're sinking. What trials this one must be for each surviving politified ally. Oh, they're politifying us. Wonderful. No, ally. It means they're allies, not mine. Huh? Pelling noise. Didn't die.
피워보지.
Go get him! Beat them up!
부숴주마.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
흐드러졌군.
제대로 잡았군.
메피가 배고파 했어. 잘 됐다. 그치? 응. How many ways are two?
가자.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
두렵진 않네요.
다음은 어디요?
Wave 2, there's a big... 잘 됐다. 그치? No charge.
오작 터뜨려주지.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
제대로 찝었군. 자, 한 건 했고.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야. 다음은 부탁해요. 두렵진 않네요.
Oh. This is fine. Everything is fine.
이제 쓸만해졌군.
야호. 이기는 편. 우리
오자
편.
터뜨려주지.
Presumably.
두렵진 않네요.
흐드러졌구려. 다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오. 개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에
Wow,
담고
Mario
싶군.
just quite leveled up. Yay! So much XP. The Pallid Whale. What we thought to be a rock was a porous whale. Its mermaids crawled out of the holes we defeated them, but this isn't the whale we're looking for, is it? What does you smell thinking? I could tell from the look on Heathcliff's face that I wasn't the only one wondering about this.
돈 벌러 가자.
I'm confused as well. I mean, as soon as Ona's pointed out that it has pores on it, I knew it was a whale, but why are we here? Why are we fighting the mermaids on it?
제대로
적들이
잡았군.
흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어. 파쇄 완료. 깨 부숴주마.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 내 피가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다. 그치? Start saving skills here.
오자 터뜨려주지. 얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야.
다음
제대로 찝었군. 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
피워보지.
파쇄 완료.
Wave 2. 내 피가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다. 그치? Bonus charge.
피워보지.
Everybody looks good.
다음 부탁해요.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
깨 부숴주마.
피어나라.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야.
Destroy!
기회인 것 같소.
Wow. She didn't even use all of her coins. 야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편. Rip space is not overpowered. I don't know what you're talking about. No. It's fine.
Right, I get it now. All these rocks are actually whales, and I get that mermaids pop out of those pores. But I think it's a loony thing that... Why are we even drawing their ire, huh? We could have just gone around them. Looking to let off some steam? I'm gonna freaking whack-a-mole all of a sudden? Is that it?
그럴 리가 있나요?
Of course not.
제가 알고 있는 게
This is just the only method I know. You better be ready to explain what you're talking about.
Heathcliff, furious, wasn't the only sinner looking at Ismail with expectant eyes. There were Lotus and the other sinners who all looked over for some answers. Ismail. And I was too, of course. I also didn't think I'd actually be doing this. Well, so there's this legend-like tale.
Legend?
대호수를 떠들고
Each lake of the Great Lake has its own culture, with many wandering and choosing to call those places their homes. So naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes.
뱃사람들에게는
But there's that one tale of a certain lake that is passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old.
이
The legend of the gloomy grey lake of wafting and rumbling.
울렁이
Sailors sang the legend of that lake, passing it down for years upon years.
해무에 숨겨져 있는
Doom into who that
열기 위해 두드려
doom into who they lie veiled path to misty sea. What are you saying? This is not English.
장백한 그
The
색을
gloom
잡기
and let whales draw their pearls in search of Paladil.
고래의 울음소리
Tomb shall be thy mist path,
쏟으면
heeding the weeping whales. Whatever does that mean?
그게 당최 무슨 뜻이오?
지금처럼 이
It's simple.
호수에 있는
Hit the poorest whales to wake them.
이
Draw
물을 다 잡으면
out and hunt their mermaids, and the path to the Palad whale should clear of the mist.
그러니까
Do you really believe that? You expect us to just believe that hogwash? Blimey, didn't think I'd ever get to say these words before my deathbed, but
너 멍청하냐?
are you stupid?
야,
Listen,
고래를 깨우는 거랑
what does waking these whales up have anything to do with getting rid of that thick fog? It's gotta make
어느
it.
정도 말이 되어야 할
It's gotta make even a little bit of sense, no?
히스클리프 씨가
It discusses the correlation between actions and consequences. This truly is a rare experience indeed.
왜안 늦?
Shut up, smartest. I'm serious.
And you think the law that sends whales after us if we don't cross the borders at the exact right moment makes sense?
Huh?
정해진 공간에
You think the law that makes us go in circles before reaching our destination, the law that doesn't let us go back the way we came from, makes any sense? I've been telling you this whole time. Common sense has no place in the Great Lake. That's just the way this place works, okay? You just have to accept that.
Fine, I'll give you that. But they're like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated into this variable coordinates and whatnot. What you're blathering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something so absurd?
Yes, because I've seen it myself. Years ago, when a young, stupid, but motivated sailor boarded the ship, she had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Because that's how she saw the pallid whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering.
I really don't like you.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't like any of this. But I know that you're not the kind of lass to lie or tell tall tales just to get the upper hand in a petty squabble.
어디?
Fine, let's go all the way to the end. I'll keep whacking those mole-like things with this club.
하지만
I can also accept your explanation, but from now on I would appreciate it if you could share your knowledge with us first, before doing anything. I'll try.
어떤 의미에선
In a way, I'm relieved that we now have a definite path forward. Yeah, let's go find our next whale.
명령하신 대로
Yes, Executive Manager.
청원.
All aboard, men.
과연
Truly, the ocean mist is splitting as though a blade has hewn it in half.
Once we eliminate the mermaids of the last whale signed by Ishmael, a fog slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the grey sea. Finally. Ishmael, why are you so hell-bent on murder?
이 정도면 보수도 짭짤하겠는데.
Is it even worth it at this point?
예술이나 할까요?
Really? We waded past the ocean mist and into the obsidian lake. The lake of legends as told by Ishmael. Within it was the pallid whale, pale as the moonlight moon. Water.
날씨가 제법 굽다.
The weather there is quite hostile.
Mirsad was right. The lake beyond the border was nigh pitch black. The waves crested tall, rising and crashing violently under the thundering rainstorm.
These wild winds have begun to sway the boat.
Yuseng's face was starting to grow pale.
I'm starting to wonder if we can really do this.
언제나 할 수 있어서.
Did we ever let that stop us from trying?
그건 그렇지.
I guess that's true. Alright, heading into the zone.
이 호수의 파도
Are there any laws of the lake that we must be mindful of?
이 앞에 있는 구역에
I don't know the laws of the lake, nor its waves.
해무가 열리는 곳.
I remember
그 안에
I remember the way the fog split open. I remember the obsidian sea and the endless tempest. But the rest of it, all I remember is that the captain was excitedly delivering a speech at witnessing the legends come to life. And then we were all busy preparing for the whale hunt. So what awaits us ahead is a real adventure. We'll be sailing blindly into the night.
진짜 뭐
And we'll have to face everything head on.
맞서야만 되겠고.
네, 파도가 오면 정면으로 부딪힐 겁니다.
Yes. If the whales come to claim us, we'll face them head on.
그 고래
Even the whale. No signs of that whale yet, though.
그때는 호수에 진입한
Back then, it attacked us mere minutes after we entered the lake.
Everyone was as tense as they could ever be, looking around nervously.
저건
Wait, what's that? There's something there. Something tall.
가까이
A close approach is recommended. I have a source of light to improve our visibility.
가까이 비추.
Bristol got up with a lantern and pointed the light toward where Sinclair indicated. Where did you get the lantern from? I don't know. I thought Sinclair had the lantern EGO. Oh wow.
하나가
There's
아니에요.
several of them. What's that? Put them there. What are they even there for?
등대 같은 건
Maybe they're like lighthouses? Lighthouses? Yeah, I can kinda see that.
Do you remember seeing anything like that, Ishmael?
네,
No, I don't even have a hazy recollection of it. I've never seen it before in my...
What are they, teeth? Ribs?
이스마엘 양
Ishmael, as the nausea of the swings he got into as well. Your face has grown rather pale.
I knew that can't be true. A seasick sailor only exists in jokes. Besides, Ishmael was doing just fine mere moments ago. Then she must have had a sudden realization.
그렇군.
I see. So that's what it looked like. Even a small part of it is...
A terrifying realization.
어떤 건데?
What is it?
You'll find out soon enough.
Even if you don't want to.
저건 헤일인가?
There, a rogue wave ahead.
청원.
All hands brace. Grab onto what you can.
Before we even had a chance to say anything, a leviathan of a wave rose to its crest, then crashed onto us from above, and sucked us deep into the lake before throwing us back to the surface.
운이 좋았군요.
We were lucky, and there was a high chance that the following vortex would have dragged the vessel deeper underwater. Lucky? You saw what was down there. That was...
Everyone okay? Everyone was soaking wet, nearly hyperventilating, but mostly awestruck by what we just witnessed.
이탈자는
We have everyone, but... Huh? What we just saw down there were...
등대 같은 게 아니라
They weren't lighthouses. They were
엄청나게 큰
tails of colossal whales.
진짜
Okay, I really want to give it up now.
고래라는 게
I want to go back to the time when I didn't know what the whales really looked like.
이 호수는
So this is the lake where the whales come to sleep. Yeah, if they're deep in the water with their necks bent like that, I could see their tails rising tall over the surface.
하지만
But there's no way they missed this commotion. The ship is... We're keeling over. The whales are waking up.
All of these are just tails sticking up into the clouds. Ah. We're finally here. I think that's what Ishmael whispered. But the storm, the waves buried. The waves buried her voice deep in the lake.
쪽빛 노인이
If the Indigo Welder made it here as we planned.
Thank you, Dawn.
저게
Over yonder. Is that the whale? We didn't have to wonder even for a second about what Don Quixote was screaming at. An entire herd of entities, each dwarfing every single whale we've weathered throughout this journey, emerged from the waters all at once. In unison, they began migrating in a singular direction. To witness something like that was enough to make even Mersault gape with plain bewilderment. Mersault! His face portrayed emotion! How is this possible?
여기까지의 작전은 성공인 것 같아.
Looks like things are going according to plan.
그렇다면 우리도
And we'll have to do our part.
저기
There! There!
There was a whale that stood out even among the herd of ineffably immense whales. Pallid as the pale death, its hide thick with scar tissue.
유독 상처가 많군.
That's one particularly scarred. I found it.
역시
Yes, he was right. The wounds, the scars that the Pequod made, they're all still there.
그것을 발견했나 보군. 드디어
I assume that you have finally located the whale.
그렇다고 생각됩니다.
I believe so, yes.
언제나 그렇
As always, the chance of success must be minuscule.
형편없이 낮을 테지.
그렇습니다.
Indeed it is.
What?
Horseman!
Ishmael thundered. Ishmael? No, louder than the thunder itself, as though her personality itself had suddenly shifted. Her voice seemed to overwhelm the very storm itself.
Answers, you dogs! Horseman! Huh? Aye! Sit right to that pallet thing! Full speed ahead! Row!
총력으로
Full speed ahead! Row!
Even Otis was swept up in this sudden turn of events, repeating after Ishmael's bellowing commands. Is this what Ishmael was like when she sailed the lakes, or...? No, she's just insane this time. Don't worry about it. Or is this the captain?
불빛이 보입니다.
I see light. It's this.
군요.
It's the Indigo Elder.
The old man in the scoop was sliding across the waters towards the whale.
잘 듣게.
Listen, whale.
잠에서 깬 나머지
The rest of the awakened whales have gone after the bait I've laid for them.
작전은 성공적이다.
And the plan worked. Now!
It wasn't clear whether it was the thunder or the old man's bellow that awakened the pallid whale. Its eyelids began to lift.
이런 걸 이렇게 가까이서 보는 건
It's been so long since I've witnessed anything like this up close.
It was an eye of astronomical proportions, so immense that it no longer resembled an eye, but reflected mirror of the world.
직접 보는 것을
Oh, how I wish to see you eye to eye.
칼.
The old man, harpoon in hand, draws closer to the whale with a grim, stony expression. Ishmael also aims her harpoon at the great whale, her face nearly tearing with uncontainable joy. Some sinners tremble with fear, while others prepare themselves. All of it, the world contained in a single reflective eye that stretched even beyond our peripheral visions.
자, 물고기.
Now, here's your bait, fish.
미끼를
Bite on it.
물 수밖에 없어.
I know you have no other choice.
너는 언제나
Biting,
그래왔어.
devouring, all you've ever known.
Oarsman!
Split the sea with yours!
내가 해야
I respect you, pallid whale. I respect that you have lived years in numbers that I cannot even begin to imagine. I respect that you hail from a place beyond my ken.
하지만
But I'll take this chance to stand before you, to challenge you, and with this challenge to the end of understanding I will row.
The giant harpoon soars across the black sky. Like a bolt of levin, it strikes the pallid whale.
지금이다. 배를 힘껏
Now's our
잡아서
chance!
나가자.
Row on! Row on!
Ishmael rose tall and alone, looking straight out beyond the speeding boat's swaying bow, harpoon in her hand.
너를 다시 마주치면
I've been thinking, ever since then, about what feelings it might dig up from my heart if I saw you again. But this feeling is much more straightforward than I expected. Nice meeting you again, you fucking whale.
Compared to the old man's harpoon, the harpoon Ishmael hurled was like a needle. When one struck, as though its body was racked by an immense unbearable pain, the pallid whale's maw opened, and the air itself began to vibrate.
입이 벌어진다.
Its maw opens.
가세는
Go. I will now fish the beast.
Every sinner heard the old man's voice. Every sinner begins rowing with all their might. In desperation, as though death itself was in our pursuit. As though it was our fate, our destiny to row. We were sucked in an endless abyss. And a rapid vortex pulled us into the maws of the beast, tenebrous as a whale There's a well under a moonless sky. There was a deep noise. And like a droplet in the sea, we melted into the fathomless dark.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. How goes the plan?
들리나?
Acknowledge.
어이,
Hey.
아무래도
Looks like the radio's broken for good.
가버린.
Worrying. Ah! Into the dark. Dungeon. Oh boy. I assume I bring the same team. Except I probably need to level them up more. Good evening, Apollo. I've arrived at the dungeon. Except now I don't know what team I'm supposed to bring. I'm guessing I should probably get them to level 40. It recommends level 40. Ishmael's a fixed unit for every fight. I've been bringing Ishmael to every level for the whole chapter. Just because it's thematic. Oh, new. Oh. I think that's all I can afford. Everybody else is here for passives. High speed inflicts nails. I don't know if a Tiffany Heathcliff would be better. What is the highest HP? Hold on. Oh, you're tied. You don't deal blunt damage though. Wait. No, what am I doing? You... Highest speed of... Or, no, highest max HP. Dang it! If it was highest speed, that would work for Faust. Oh. That works for Faust. You do haste, right? Or am I thinking of... Yeah, okay. Result is here for damage reduction. Ting Tang is here for head coin damage. Sinclair's here for blunt damage. No. Just... Right. Damage against lower SP. Never switched off Parkcliffe since chapter 3. He is overpowered. I just don't like when he runs out of bullets. Yeah, he can still clash without them, but where does his damage go? Gregor's here for healing. Yoshi's also here for healing. Thus we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the 7 main units. Everyone else is passive. I think we're good. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. One way to find out.
순수했던 나날로
밧줄은
Oh,
퀵해그의 어마어마한 악력으로 그리고 자신만이 아는 방식으로 직접
and most do by
꼬았었기에
using 6 units. Okay, then Ryoshu will probably be on healing duty. It's passive. Or not. Ryoshu? Yeah, Ryoshu. It is said that Kuikeng's ropes, twisted by her powerful grip and her esoteric techniques,
세상의 그 어떤
are tougher than any other rope in the world.
세다 그리고
Kuikeng told me to not leave her alone in the cold, dark lake,
성장인 채로
as she didn't want the whales and mermaids to tear her apart and devour her when her corpse sinks deep into the waters.
그건 나도 마찬가지였다.
I agreed.
나만이 알고 있는
The wounds on her skin that only I knew of, the memories of her pain.
파헤쳐진
I didn't want those monsters to heartlessly rip into them, to gorge themselves with her scarred flesh.
그래서
So Kuikeng built herself a coffin,
밧줄을 있는 힘껏 묶어
built hardily and fastened with ropes twisted and knotted with all her strength,
자기가 잠든
so that her coffin will not sink no matter how precariously the ship swayed. Oh,
나는 그 관에 걸린
my hands gripping onto that very same rope tied to the coffin were starting to peel and bleed.
소용돌이의 호수로부터
My dearest friend's hollow coffin was the only thing keeping me afloat on that whirling lake. Is there anyone out there? Anyone? In that empty lake, stranded amidst the Pequod's desolation, I called out from the top of my lungs. Please, anyone, say something. Anything.
이 세상에서
And I realized that everyone I ever had any ties to had, in the blink of an eye, been taken from this world.
혼자 헐떡이며 숨을
My
쉬고
gasping, wheezing self, barely holding on to life, seemed
내 배에 올라타라. 그리고 호수 밑바닥 끝까지 가는 거다.
host. Is this Cromer 2.0? I have a feeling the captain is probably going to be like Cromer in some way. Come aboard my ship and sail with me to the cold abyss of the lake.
물을 가득 머금고
Not even I, drowning yet breathing, could escape Captain Ahab.
이 고요 속에서도
Even in this deafening silence, Ahab's echoing billows strangle me.
그들 역시
Even in death, my mates remain trapped with the captain.
나는 앞으로
In joy and in sorrow,
행복할 때는
I'll never forget
내게서부터 뜯겨나간 그
the strands that were ripped away from me.
이 호수에
I'll be buried in this lake forever to my last gasping breath.
차오르는 물을
Try as I might to escape the rising waters, only loneliness fills my lungs.
고독뿐.
Captain's closer to a master gaslighter. Ooh, my favorite.
그래서 항상 말했잖아.
Always told you. I did.
줄
Rope.
꽉
Grab
잡지
tight
않으면
or sink.
가.
You,
언제부터
how long have you been here?
여기
Always.
있었어.
Always been here.
They sound very similar to Ryoshu, but I'm still terrible at doing Ryoshu's voice. I know this. I don't know how to differentiate them. They both sound similar. His level rises to 4. Oh. Well. Okay. A dangerous Venus rise to tier 4. I already did that. Showcane's compulsion at the start of every encounter. As usual. Will goods. First thing I noticed upon waking up was the unpleasant sensation of this place. I tried to recall what Ishmael's plan was. This place is... Or it is. Can't imagine reading the cutscenes aloud right now, does it? I'm sick all the time. This is a very rare occurrence, and my voice is mostly intact. I do have water and cough drops at the ready though, just in case. And if it gets too bad, then I'll have to go get tea and put honey in it. That always helps. Cliff is not at level 40. Your passive does healing, right? Yeah. I'm sure you'll be fine. The dungeon can't be that hard. It's It's not like they had to nerf it or anything. The immediate sensation upon waking up was that it was moist and cold, yet oddly warm in some places. Where are we?
There's this long river-like thing. If we follow it, maybe there'll be something at the end of it.
홍루 씨.
Honglu, how can you always be so calm about everything?
그렇게
Is he?
그런가?
I think that's just how that fella is with pretty much everything.
아니,
No,
그런 뜻이
that's not what I'm-
다들
I mean, where do you guys think this
어디라고
is?
생각하나? 저희는 분명
We just...
알고 있다.
I'm well aware.
그것의 뱃속.
We rode into the maws of the beast, of our own volition.
Not long ago.
우리가 황금
Flashback. Now she explains her plan to us. Why could she not explain it earlier? I don't know.
I'm proposing that we enter the stomach of the whale that devoured the golden bow.
미쳐.
You're mad. All that thrashing's finally sent you off the deep end.
이건 내 목적일 뿐이에요.
I'm just going there for my mission, and the golden bow just happens to be in the way.
당신들 알아서 결정해.
I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since their decision matters the most.
아무튼
This company, me, we're both just trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is.
그리고
Besides, does anyone have a better idea?
그것이 황금 가지를
If that thing swallowed the golden bow, if that golden bow really counteracts that damned pallid whale's palladification effects, then
우리가 그 안에 들어가도
we just might be able to survive without getting affected by it.
도박이야 이스.
That's a gamble, Ishi. There's just...
알아요.
Yeah, you should know. It's one of your favorite things.
좋아하는 관리자님은 어떻게 생각하세요?
What do you think, manager?
Ismail looked at me with expectant eyes as though she knew I had no choice but to agree to this plan. Her eyes were telling me, you came this far for the golden bow. You're not going to go back empty-handed now, are you?
6시간.
6 hours.
그 이후로도
If I don't hear anything from you in 6 hours, LCA will be taking over the rest of this mission.
LCA 팀이 넘겨받으면
Okay, LCA takes over the mission then. Then what?
글쎄.
Well, if they hear the very unfortunate news that all of you decided to row into the whale's belly and got yourselves trapped,
거대한
they'll be having a long internal discussion about how they could blow that pellet whale apart.
그 이후로는
Then a very lengthy battle will ensue.
Okay, so let me get this straight. If we fail to find the golden bow stuck somewhere inside the whale's stomach in 6 hours, you won't hesitate blowing us to smithereens along with the whale. Did I get that right?
이 말은 굳이 전달.
No, not really that comment. Faust, what do you think of our odds?
영은 아니지만
Our odds are non-zero, but it may as well be nil.
적어도 지금 우리가 가지고 있는
At least with the currently known variables.
가능은 하다는 거죠.
So we have a chance.
Do you have any other ideas that might get us the golden bow?
그 또한 지금으로서는
No,
없습니다.
not at this moment.
하지만
What I can tell you, however, is that we have a history of dramatically completing missions with a veritably low chance of success. Okay then, let's get this done.
역시
Indeed, the lack of a plan becomes the plan itself.
저만의 새롭게
This
생긴
solidifies the veracity of my new theory even further.
Luckily, we didn't lose any sinners on the way down. All 12 of them made it down here, just as we planned. But, guys, where's the boat? The boat was nowhere to be seen. Water.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
It's fine, we don't need the boat. We can just swim out of here when we're done.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
I'm sure Vergilius will come and pick us up. This is why we brought healing.
흐드러졌구려.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회
One
아니야.
wave.
가자. 다음은 어디요?
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야. 파쇄 완료.
I'm worried about how long this dungeon is going to take.
다시 못
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
I was told that the
한건
Kanto 3 dungeon would take about 3 hours. I think it took me 5. It was a very long dungeon. Then again, I was reading all the voices out loud. That probably slows me down quite a bit. We voluntarily entered the Valley Whale's Moss in search of one boat. Luckily, all 12 sailors made it down here without getting lost. But where's our boat?
순수했던
Dungeon
나날로
is 3 floors? Well, so was the Kanto 3 dungeon.
눈을 크게 뜨고 보트를 찾는데
I think all of the
전념하는
story dungeon... All the story dungeons are 3 floors, right? I thought they were. Unless I'm misremembering. I'm good at doing that.
Men, we will now commence a search. This boat must be found as soon as possible. No, there is no need for the search. 400 meters to your right. There's the boat.
나쁘지 않은 관찰력이.
Quite observant you are. Let's not waste any time and return to the boat. Allow me to finish. There is the boat in a ditch. 75% of its hull integrity has been breached, and its remains are scattered on the ground.
Oh,
Wow, so this was a piece of our boat, huh? That vessel was designed to be used more than 3 times.
Hung Lu is pointing at the pitiful sight of an absolutely busted-looking pieces of the propeller. Well, to be exact, busted piece of the propeller, and what appeared to have once been our boat's engine. Something comes to a sputtering halt amidst the wreckage.
기어이
Thus it rests here forevermore.
He said the thing! He said the thing the crow says!
이 장면을 봤다면
This would have been quite the painful sight for Mika and Rain.
This is a pretty painful sight for us too.
저희
So,
진짜 어떻게
what do we...
관리자님,
Manager, you can still sense the golden boat, right?
Yeah, unlike that of the Phlebotomy Corp branch, I can definitely feel that it's somewhere in here. But it's also pretty far away, so I can't tell where exactly.
Great. Are you ready to turn the clock?
What was that about turning the clock? Oh. The whale's power had taken over their bodies and minds. Of course, it only makes sense that this place is crawling with mermaids. I mean, if all of these pallid people and mermaids are alive in here, then I'm sure we'll have no problem staying alive, right?
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
The inside of this whale is perfectly sustainable. I see no problem here.
얼어라지. 못 차릴 거야.
적들이 흔들흔들.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
흐드러졌구려 피어나라
승객이 딱
I still really wish there was some kind of fast combat option. Or something like that. I did not single out any skill 3s. Just do all of them together, please. I'm only here for the story. I'm not here for combat. Let me continue.
얼어라지. 정신 못 차릴 거야. 파쇄 완료.
I would say they should add an option that speeds up combat so it goes,
이기는 편.
the animations go twice as fast.
꼬잡 터뜨려주지.
But also, one, who knows how many things that would break in the game, and two, who knows how many phones that would melt. My phone already can't handle this game as is, even on the lowest setting, lowest graphics.
인어들이 더 몰려.
Yeah. Let's bounce before more of those mermaids show up.
이미 고래배 속에
Bounce where? We're trapped inside a whale.
우리도
Are we gonna end up looking like them too? You know, we've been devoured.
지금 당장은
The golden bow inside Dante's head is likely counteracting the politification effects on the sinner's bodies.
하지만
But there is no guarantee that this defensive effect will last forever.
환경이
We
변해버렸으니
must take into account that we are in an unknown environment. In other words, spinning too long here could turn us into mermaids, just like them. I wasn't sure if I could bring back a sinner that turned into a mermaid. But where do we even go? I don't have even the slightest idea to where we might be.
Weird. I didn't know it could rain inside a whale's belly.
I was still unsure where to go, So much so that I started to feel completely lost when Hung Lu suddenly blurted something about rain. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's just that I felt a few droplets of water on my shoulder. Wait, so this is the first place we landed on after the whale swallowed us whole, isn't it?
Right?
Sorry, I just sometimes need someone to confirm my common senses. When you eat something, where does it usually land first?
그거야 당연히 위장이지.
My stomach, of course. My poor, starving stomach.
I see your point, Heathcliff. The stomach constantly secretes acid in order to digest the food effectively.
학교에서 배웠던
Yeah, I think I learned about it in school. It's usually some kind of powerful acid that dissolves everything it touches.
아,
Oh,
그래서 우리
so that's why my clothes melted where the water touched. Feels a bit prickly too.
I stared at Hung Lu's shoulder. Something had burrowed a hole in there, and the surrounding skin was sizzling and melting away.
우리 도착하자마자
Are we fated to become porridge so soon after our arrival?
하나 긍정적인
There is one positive discovery, however. This creature appears to share similar biological mechanisms and shapes to ordinary organic life form. Everyone, we gotta run. I don't care how many pieces of you there are left. Just make sure that there's something left for me to bring back. Are we going to have a permanent burn effect on us? Really? Really?
기차와 같이 달려나가겠어. 카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
Why do these ones look different?
100초만 기다려줄게.
Thinking? I don't have any kind of status effect. You're not acidifying. Ah. Do we take neutrals? We take neutrals.
피워보지. 피어나라.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
써주마.
걸려라. 뭘 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 내 피가 배고파했어. 잘됐다.
지금은 두렵지 않아.
Destroy!
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이.
두렵진 않네요.
야호.
오작
이기는 편,
터뜨려주지.
우리 편.
예측대로군. 핫! 쓰러졌군.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을
Wow,
것이오.
this dungeon is easy. I see absolutely nothing to be concerned about. I'm sure nothing bad will happen soon. Little stomach acid began to rain. We had no choice but to run away to the best of our abilities. That's when we suddenly heard voices talking to us. Mermaids? They speak. The sirens! They speak! And so we ran, trying to weave our way between the pouring stomach acid, without even knowing where we were supposed to go.
Oh man, what a funny sight, eh?
신기라기보다
Funny?
수상한데.
That's more suspicious than funny.
너무 크게 감탄을 하시는
You're too loud. Great, now we caught their attention.
Who's there?
Hey, I heard you guys talking down there.
인어가
Those mermaids speak? We're not mermaids. Never seen a mermaid this chatty. Their purification effects have only partially progressed.
그럼 뭐야? 반인
So, what does that make them? Half human, half fish? Well, we don't got much time, so we'll make it short. This zone floods with acid every 10 minutes or so. Unless you guys are all made of steel, you better decide fast. Either take the rope we're about to lower down, or become sludgy nutrient for the whale and be one with it forever and ever.
뭐
There's a character in this dungeon called Starbuck. They put a Starbucks in here. Because all of this acid spilling out, not actually acid, it's just coffee. I like this whale now. It's nice.
Well, even if you were all to turn into sludge, we can still salvage your weapons. We don't got nothing to lose. Some of them are already starting to melt.
Do you even have a choice?
Rope, now.
They muttered something amongst themselves, as though they found something funny about the situation, and tossed an odd-looking rope in our direction. Ooh, flash rope.
This rope feels funny. That's rope, right? They're made of capillary. We pull it straight from its lungs. It'll last more than an hour, even if in its stomach acid. Greg, why'd you even ask that? Ugh, I hate it.
Throw down your grumblings until we struggled up the bundle of capillary rope. I wonder if it makes good drinks. I don't know who you guys are, but thanks.
Hell yeah, what a catch. We'll net us upwards of 3 good coins for this. I think that this tick-tocking friend might be worth more than that. A catch? I think you fished us... You think you fished us up? We come here every once in a while to check if anyone's washed up, yeah. But most of them were castaways. Are already almost full mermaids by the time we find them. In a matter of minutes, they're all rearing to kill us, and the rest are just your everyday mermaids. So this is a special occasion then? This is probably the first time ever that we found sailors that could not only talk, but also weren't halfway turned into mermaids.
So why do you guys come here only every once in a while then?
The clock friend here keeps tick-tocking. Are they saying something? Doubt they're a full-on robot. Don't most people prefer to keep the ability to speak, even when they've replaced their bodies with prosthetics? I guess the trends here have really changed since we got here. So that buddy there, well, it's a long story, but yeah, they can't communicate normally. Oh, good. Everyone's got a story they don't want to tell. We can sympathize a little. TikTok ain't the easiest thing to do. Consider yourselves lucked out, fellas. You guys ran into us, of all things. Because they'll be getting out of here real soon.
Oh, their confident guiding steps. There is no way to look at the situation without a bit of suspicion. Where do you think they're taking us? What if they're leading us into a trap?
If they were trying to attack us, they would have done so when we were almost at the top of the cliff. They're completely vulnerable to attacks there.
And Isabel opened her mouth as though she was about to say something, then stopped herself before turning around. It looked like she hadn't finished processing her thoughts yet.
I'm sure I've seen that harpoon before somewhere. So what ship are you guys from again? It's called the Limbus. You probably haven't heard of it. Yeah. Well, talk straight, man. It's not like you're a mermaid. Who's your captain? And if they're from Ucorp, their name just might ring a bell. Who's our captain again?
I don't know, guys. They were taking the helm. Not sure if I can call myself a captain here.
The helm, forsooth. If this be all about who handles the wheel, I am quite well aware of our captain. Chiron is our captain indeed. Nope. Never heard of him. I guess it's really been a while then.
He scratched his head. Captain Chiron clearly didn't ring a bell.
Yo, how long has it been since you were trapped in here? 8 months.
No, dumbass. This is our third year.
The last count was 644 days, so... I don't know, laddie. I quit counting the days a while ago. Completely lost track of time since we got stuck deep inside where the sun don't shine. I see. I know only one person who ties a knot to their harpoon like that. Oh, this? It's called a disparate knot. Even in our town, only the experienced few knows how to tie it. So, they're here. I think I know you.
Ishmael comes to a sudden stop. So do our guides. Not because of what she said, Enemies! Or not. Protect Lord! The bodies were partially palified, but they aren't mermaids. These mysterious strangers began leading us somewhere. Only Ishmael stopped and looked at one of them curiously.
순수했던 나날로
자, 피쿼드 타운에 온
Here we are. Welcome to Pequod Town.
선장님.
We're back, Captain. Look at what we fished up.
Captain?
역시
Got the
자네 수색 솜씨만큼은 나무랄 데 없이 훌륭하군, 스타버.
Captain? Question mark?
quite the catch indeed. You certainly are an excellent scout, Starbuck.
You warned me and I still wasn't ready for it. A whirly old woman approaches us. Her harsh voice tickles our ears.
금화 두 개는
Two good coins for you, lad.
한
And here's one for the twins.
소년들에게 넘기자고.
감사합니다, 선장님.
Thank you, Captain.
이 피쿼드
It's been a long, long while since our Pequod Town gained new villagers.
Oh god, it's Love Town 2.0! Not again! What is it with Project Moon and Flesh Towns?
주민?
Villagers? Not guests?
발을 들인 순간부터
That woman seemed to think us already bound to this village.
사람의 역시
I know it.
Welcome.
나는
I built this village and watched over these poor wretched souls.
이 마을을
Soon I shall set sail on the final voyage with my crew.
그들을 이 에이헤브다.
I'm Captain Ahab.
Ah, Ishmael.
You have no idea how I have waited. I longed for this moment. You won't ever know.
몰랐을 거고 알새도 없이.
Because I'll gut you like a fish before you even have a chance to find out.
Muttering Ishmael charged at Ahab. Oh, good. Problem is already dealt with. We beat the final boss. Good job, everybody! Mission accomplished. We got what we came here for.
오, 열렬한 환영이.
What a way to greet your captain, Ishmael.
The captain remained serene, even as Ishmael suddenly charged at her.
Ishmael? Wait, now that you mention it,
등에도 모르는 것들이고.
you thankless bastards, you dare attack our captain? I'll show you what we're made of.
다시 그 위.
I'll toss you back into that river of acid.
Good job, Ishmael. You made them angry.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
예측대로고.
피어나라.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Nice tails, Fox. You did. I'm so proud. Yay!
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Why are you like this?
직접 나서지.
얼얼하지?
Oh,
정신 못 차릴 거야.
I just now realized the problem with Ishmael's
야호. 이기는
compulsion
편, 우리
status.
편.
Every time we go to a checkpoint, it goes back down to negative 25 again. Dang it. A fluid sack. I don't know if it's worth fluid sacking here.
피워보지.
두렵진 않네요.
걸려라. 자, 한 건 했고. 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
파쇄 완료. 파쇄 완료.
Victory! Yay. Strangers led us to a village called Pequod Town. There, Ishmael meets someone that she so dearly wished to see again.
순수했던 나날로.
so dearly. We even got the text up there.
늦으면 내 피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Wave. Struggling. Dang it.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
피어나라.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 깨 부숴주마.
Okay.
차. 적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Why? Stop struggling, please.
피워보지.
Raja, please. Oh, she's staggered. That's not good.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
오작 터뜨려주지.
I really don't want to spend my fluids and resources. We haven't even had a boss fight yet.
다음은
Well,
어디야?
that was a waste of charge.
파쇄 완료. 파쇄 완료.
Hooray! We did it! Somehow. Oh, speaking of a boss. Strangers left of oh.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요. 변변찮은 선원들만 남았나 봐.
Not a lot of good men left, Ahab.
Isn't quickly leaped to the side, evading a harpoon that struck the spot where you were standing
또
on.
누가?
Who's this now?
내 배 선원들은
My crew is nothing if not loyal. More so than anyone in the world.
그 중에서도
And this one here is second to none when it comes to harpooneering.
그러니까
So,
이곳에서
you still fail to see that to attack me here is to court death?
자살 행위 아니겠나?
Oh. Who the heck is you? Sailor willing and odd-looking mass joined the fray.
Blimey, look at the size of that harpoon.
제대로 꿰뚫는다면
Direct hit from that will turn your bones to dust. That one... That one's a real warrior.
아니 그딴 말 하면서 웃지
Could you stop being so bloody creepy for 1 second? Giving me the shivers out of nowhere.
Oh!
늦으면
You're all alone.
내 피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
And they took big numbers. And suddenly there's an eyelash in my eye. I got it. Prey mark. All Pequod crew targets this unit. Where? Where is the Pequod crew? Take 50% more damage from Pequod crew. Oh. Oh, this. Oh! Right, combat starts, summon 4 allies. I don't know how I did not see that, but now I do. I don't really have a tank character, do I? Especially since Rodia's injured. Like a taunt override. Thank goodness I don't have any taunt characters. Oh, body. Let us take it. My fluid sack here. Get everybody's sanity up. Probably. Reloading. Now, go.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어. 걸려라.
Good heads.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Not good heads. That's also not good.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
Out of all the heads, I would have liked to have fluid sack.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
Hello.
100초만 기다려줄게.
Counters. Didn't poise count. Do not consume poise count. What? That's cheating. Turn end in plus coin count next turn by the number of surviving other allies. Okay, so this is just the don't attack the boss phase. Understood. Everybody else seems normal. Oh. Maybe I don't know what the plan is here. Guess gun down this one. Plus coin boost. A number of surviving other allies. I don't know if I'm able to kill more than one. Can't really use an AoE. That's gonna hit the boss. Okay, go crazy.
두렵지 않아요.
흐드러졌구려.
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야. 자, 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Hey, good job, done.
대성공이야.
Kill
가는
two.
신나. 노래 부를까? 내 피가 배고파했어.
Two plus coin power up. One is staggered. The other is still here. Oh. 10 points to count. 5% more damage for every bleed on target. None of us have bleed. Unused staggered at turn end if this unit does not have poise on self. How do I reduce its poise? Do I need to let it attack me with the other tool? Ouch! That hurts. No! Don't let it attack! I don't know what the plan is here. I can't get rid of its poise. Just when the clashes. Okay, I can try. Maybe. Do I risk a favorite on Cutthroat? Or is this the EGO turn? Maybe not fluid sack. If Plenty sloth resources. Those two. That'll work, right? Maybe. About to find out.
고작 터뜨려주지.
Oh. Ah. Well, about winning the splashes.
꽤 끈적거리거든. 절대 피할 수 없을걸?
Oh. How?
그래서
You sir, how did you do that?
잘하라고 했잖아.
Well, okay. That's fine. I mean, 3 of us are staggered, but it's also staggered because he used up its poise. So, not all bad? Hmm? Oh, it's -1. Weird. I want to hit it while it's staggered. I can't really hit it hard, can I? It's above 50%. No. I was thinking of Radia. Radia! Above 50%. I have to attack weight too, so it'll also attack the edge, right? No! Uh-oh. Of course! The boss has 3 elite. Why not? I wish I could see its stagger thresholds. Why can't I see its stagger thresholds? Just get it closer to the second. I don't know where it's at. I can't see it. In tremor. Where are the enemy skills? Oh, there it is. How the heck did I forget about that? I don't know. I'm busy thinking about everything else right now. If that hits for 72, that's probably gonna get it pretty close. Maybe we don't need the tremor. It should work.
가자.
Nice.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Still one ad. Summon 4 more allies. Does that mean there'll be 5 if I don't kill this one? Or is there a max of 4? It's probably not a max. Probably a max of 7. I don't know. At 2 speed if it can stagger first. No. No, that's combat start. Not on use. Dang it. I think now is the fluid slack time. The most health. You have the most health. I get the Primarch. Who knows? I don't. Last one. That worked, right?
앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Please flip heads when you use it. Dang it!
이
House,
전투는
please.
승리할 거예요.
I hope Typhoon tagged up Typhoon for a reason. And you're not flipping heads.
빈틈 투성이로군.
피어나라.
Nice.
내 피가 배고파 했어. 잘 됐다.
Oh, it's got.
그치?
I don't like that. He had to interrupt flipping with the subtract SB after you in the clash. Yeah. But she would restore the SB she lost if she did. Do we ignore the ads at this point? We're not gonna stagger again. The boss does not have any more stagger thresholds. Maybe we cannot ignore the ads. Also, since the boss has 2 skills and 2 counters, I guess we can use an AoE at this point. Going to hit it anyways. Use another food sack or this one. I think that works. I don't know if that'll be enough damage to kill the ads. What is his Pierce weak?
뭔가 의견 있나?
I don't know anything about my ideas, weaknesses, or resistances. All I saw was Otis has the most HP.
뭐죠?
어떤 실수를 했나요?
뭔가 의견 있나?
No, she's last week.
불렀는가?
Missing
나는
resist.
언제나 달려나갈 수.
Non-resist.
지금 바쁜데.
Anything but Rhodia.
이것만 빨리.
I guess the Ascend could be a tank if it give him the market X. Definitely need to win this or redirect it. That looks better. That?
뭔가 의견
Otis is
있나?
gonna hit first. If normal to Pierce, she'll get countered. Should be fine. Ishmael hits second.
뭐죠?
She's resistant to Pierce, that's ideal. Let's put the counters out of the way. I just don't know if I want to clash these two. What does Tangle do? Sorry, capture is target. What? Nobody has capture. Oh, you inflict capture. Okay. So as long as the people who capture do not also tangle, then Otis will be fine. So these two are clashing. They'll be fine. These two are both targeting Otis. I'll redirect one of them with what?
나는
Non-resist
언제나
Pierce shall be fine
달려나갈
with you.
준비가 되었어.
Believe in the heart of the super AoE attacks. Believe in the heart of the WoW but not WoW attack. The hidden WoW. Hit them
내 앞을
hard.
막을 자는 없어.
that's a tail. I should not have believed. Oh.
깨 부숴주마.
Okay. Nice. That's another tails. Awesome. Fantastic. Wonderful. Good job. I love ETO.
우산이 새지나 않나 모르겠어.
It did not kill.
VIP 맞지?
I did not believe hard enough.
줄게. 내 피가 배고파 했어.
Two of them are still alive.
잘 됐다.
And now it's counting hard.
그치?
Start getting boys and first
나는
don't
언제나
resist
달려나갈 준비가
pierce.
되었어.
Offense level down, bind. Do I tank that? I don't think I can tank that.
나는 언제나 달려나갈 준비가 되었어.
Oh, I cannot tank that. I didn't realize she got brave. You saying, can you tank that? And also a counter? I'll be fine, right? And since I don't want to get hit by these other counters,
뭔가 의견 있나?
어떤 실수를 했나요? 나는 언제나 달려나갈
don't
준비가
think
되었어. 뭐죠?
you can try attacking the boss. Is it worth getting countered to do a bit of extra damage? Fail.
지금
No.
바쁜데. 용건만 빨리.
Everybody else is attacking the ads, doing so much extra damage.
뭔가 의견 있나?
Oh, Lotus has protection. Where do we get 3 protection from? Where did you do that? Where did we get I forgot about protection. Okay. Lotus might be able to tank a counter to do some extra damage.
지금 바쁜데. 어떤 실수를
Normal.
했나요?
You have 3 protection, should be fine. Go for it. And Dawn does not have 10 charge. She only hit one of the ads. 15. And you hit the other ad. Okay, I think we got it. Go!
직접 나서지. 예측대로.
Nice.
내 피가 배고파 했어.
Okay, I think we can finish it off this turn.
그치?
Guard. That's gonna hurt. What do we hit that with? We have a lot of sloth resources. Hit it with the wishing guard. Rip space, let's go! You're at 40 sanity, you can do that, right? What does your charge do? Good plus charge can reuse the coin of land heads. It's not a real dominating. The enemy does have negative 31 sanity, and Radia has 40, so I think it'll be fine. and everybody else is just damage. Hit hard, hit good. Oh!
직접 나서지.
Negative 45 sanity, even better. Clashes will be fine.
다음은
It's
어디요?
dead. Clashes will be fine. Rip space! He destroys.
All of you, strong, but no sailors.
왜? 말.
Why talk so slow?
거슬리.
Irritating.
단축할 것도
If you're not abbreviating with acronyms, then all you're doing is wasting time.
Ishmael's mace nicked the harpooner's mask. She came dangerously close to smashing their skull.
순순히 비켰어야지.
Should have gotten out of my way when I gave you the chance. Now I'm going to have you have to bash your face in. But you are a sailor. Right.
우린
Both are. Quitting. Quicking?
I don't speak Korean. In a sudden explosive burst of energy, Ishmael bolted forth like a cannonball toward King before holding her in a tight embrace. What? What? Why are you hugging? I thought you hated her. Why are you not killing?
하지 않았어?
Wasn't she saying something about bashing your face in just moments ago?
That's what I'm asking.
벗을 만난다는 건
This embrace is what one does when meeting an old fellow.
그렇게라도 안아버리지.
You fear they may flutter away unless you hold them tightly so.
어딘가로 날아갈.
Your hair color. Can't forget. Your name, I know. But no attacking, Captain.
왜?
Why?
I'm just... You attack Captain again. I attack you. Then kill or be killed. One of us.
Yuri always wins. Are we just shipping Ishmael and Kuching now? Yuri always wins. I win, the genre wins. The Yuri that died in this game and became an apple and also an announcer always wins. All the Yuris win.
Then kill or be killed. One of us.
자, 어쩔 건가?
Well now, whatever shall you do? Starbuck here has, out of the kindness of his heart, rescued you from the jaws...
초대까지
Wait.
해주었지만.
Oh, Starbuck. I thought you said catchy.
I'm confused. Names are confusing.
Rescued you from jaws of death. Invited you to my village.
너희는 그
Yet you've elected to attack me, as if to spit on my very kindness.
만약 일반적인 항해였다면
Are we sailing the Great Lake? I would have had you all of you tied down and thrown overboard to be crushed underneath the keel of our ship. Your lungs bloated with the lake's waters.
There were at least 40 people living in Piccolo Town, and now it's a conservative estimate. From their vicious glares, I could tell that every single one of them was a fiercely loyal follower of Ahab. Here we were in this unfamiliar environment, trapped and lost. Things aren't looking so good. A single word from Ahab, and they'll all be upon us. If we were to retreat behind us in this river of stomach acid, ahead of us is an unknown territory. Lads, lasses, cast fear from your hearts. It is lucky for you that I'm nothing if not merciful. I shall forgive your transgressions thus far.
넘어가 주지. 나는 너희에게
I have questions I'd like to ask you. I'm certain that you have a few for me as well.
I still have no idea how to do Ahab's voice. It sounds so
나와
odd.
대화를 나누려는 용의가 있다면 내 선장실로 들어오도록.
If you are willing to talk, then enter the captain's quarters.
어디까지나
In peace of mind.
평화롭게.
Ahab casually turned around and marched into one of the buildings. She carried herself with utmost confidence. It was almost like she knew that we would follow, that we had no choice but to follow.
Oi, them blokes now are glaring at us. They're gone like nothing happened.
용서했어.
Captain forgave, and everyone also forgives. I forgive too. To turn her back on someone who was charging at her with murderous intent just moments ago. It's...
그래. 자신이 있다는 거겠지.
Yes, She is confident
얼마든지 기습을
that she's got the numerical advantage. Even if we were to press the offensive, confident that we would know
우리가 저자를 공격해서
that we know there's more for us to lose by attacking her than by going along with her.
방금 조형된 그
With what just happened, she made it clear last day that, at least while we are in here, she has absolute control of the situation.
평화롭게 대화라니.
Talk with her. In peace.
지도 않아.
Nonsense.
It's not like we have a way out of here. Ishmael's gaze followed Ko Cheng, who walked wordlessly behind the captain. Let's go.
저 개자식이.
Let's listen to what that bastard's got to say.
어디로도 도망은 못.
There's nowhere to run after all.
저 새끼는.
For her, or for us.
So Ishmael spent her entire time working at Limbus Company, working towards this one sole objective of hunting down Ahab, and yet here we are, trying to kill Ahab, and then we're told, no, you're not allowed to do that one thing you wanted the entire time. You ever just had your life goal stripped away from you? The one time you thought you finally had it? Well, here we are. When winning a clash upon using a gloom affinity skill. I have 2 of those and they're good. When I with the lowest SP heals SP 5 SP. I think I have 3 of those that are good. Especially for Ishmael. And Yuri Faust. We'll be fine. Comes corners. Met the Pequod crew, Ishmael's old crew, and Captain Ahab. With a confident smile, Ahab invited us to our office talk. Before I go and do the story, I need to go and powder my nose. So I'm going to return in about 5 minutes. I shall be back. Wow! I'm back. I returned and I brought with me black tea, in which I can place the honey to soothe my aching throat. I don't know if you can tell. It's gotten a little scratchy since I started. It's been so long. My powdered nose. I mean, different powders or noses. This one. And also another one. Well, not named. It's a secret. Black tea. Being a reference. Yes. Anything and everything that has any relation to black tea is also in relation to Bina. Everyone knows black tea is not a real substance that anybody drinks. It is a thing created by Bina. I love the Mina. I never got far enough in Lobotomy Corporation or Liberia to unlock Bina's floor, so I still don't understand why everybody seems to love her so much. Other than, she's tall, and, that's about it. Because she's, yeah, that's about it. Fair enough, I guess. I think my favorite character of the old lobotomy team is Odd. She reminds me of myself the most. Very shy, very self-conscious about how other people see her. Odd! Okay. My tea is too hot, I can't drink it yet. Like all the separate equally? I think I like most of them. The only ones I don't really like are just the ones that I haven't encountered yet. Akma, Bina just said. And the annoying brat. The annoying little brat. You know who. Met the Pequod's crew, Ishmael's old crew, and Captain Ahab with a confident smile. They have invited us to our office to talk. The annoying brat, Tifereth.
그런데 저 게시판에 적혀 있는 건 뭐야?
Yeah, Angela. That one. Let's go with that. That's what I meant. Water.
So what's that on the board over there? A number of gold coins assigned to each crewman and woman. They can collect them by fishing up useful stuff or by hunting mermaids. And who's the one paying you? The captain, obviously. Are you saying that there is economic activity within the whale's stomach? What need of gold coins could you have in there? Let alone the means of procuring them. Told ya, we'll be out of here in just a little bit.
Fantastic voice read. Thank you! I've been practicing it for a very long time. That's also why I love streaming, reading through story text out loud. It's a perfect way to practice voice acting.
And once we're off this whale, I'll get paid 63 coins.
I also really want to get better at doing especially higher pitched cutesy voices. Which is why you hear me talk like that most often. Trying to get as much practice as I can. 63 coins? Wow, that's more than 62. That's almost as much as 64. Wow! Is this... Actually, now that I think about it, is this the first time that Project Moon has ever mentioned an amount of currency in the entire franchise? I thought Distortion Detective mentioned on once. No? I mean, they've mentioned currencies, but they've never given any specific amounts before. Kanto 2 On was mentioned. So they do use On. I don't know how currency works in this city. What are you gonna do with gold coins? Why do you not want On, huh? Does EU Corp use a different currency system? Only some of the district's youth on. Mode is still viable. Yeah, I guess. Water.
With that much dough, I just might be able to snag myself a halfway decent ship. Unless the inflation's gone nuts, that is. Oh, by the way, ever been to the Marlin port ship lately? Any chance you saw the Stingray flat top grill place? I wonder if it's still open.
So it could be a Green Lake exclusive currency. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
that sounds delish.
Where is it? Looks like Ahab's giving out gold coins to her crew for their labor. The promise of a reward for services rendered. I'm sure that's a strong motivator.
Hey, Ishmael, you really caught me off guard earlier. Seriously, I didn't think I'd find you here of all places. When we're out of here, we should go crash at a bar and drink rum straight from the barrel. Why don't we make it a competition, just like the good old days? Right, so did you get a chance to say hello to everyone? Little chat. Oh man, you sure did grow your hair out. Whatever happened to long hair is annoying.
That's a lot of questions at once. I don't think any of them want to chat with me. I can tell from the looks they're giving me.
Sometimes people from other ships would join us in the village. But none of them lasted more than a day. We're the only ones who made it this long. And it's all thanks to a solution our captain came up with.
A solution?
A way to stop our bodies and minds from turning pallid.
What is it? Is it the golden bow?
As you can see, without our captain, we would have been long turned into mermaids. Without the captain, this village wouldn't exist. So anyone that dares to antagonize the captain is our enemy. Because to stand against the captain is to stand against our very survival.
You've changed, Starbuck. I remember you butting heads with the captain all the time.
Did I?
Don't forget who trapped all of you in the first place. Led us to our deaths. Ismail coldly walks past Starbuck before entering the office. I thought he was an old mate of yours. Starbuck, first mate of the Pequod. They wanted to be a good person to everyone. He was the closest of the crew to the captain's ear. Which meant that they also squabbled pretty often, but it didn't matter in the end. Ahab was equally indifferent to everyone anyway.
Please excuse the state of my office. A bottle of rum and this would have gone down much smoother. Yet, after all the time we've spent stuck in here, I've not seen a single bottle of it float its way in. Executive Manager, allow me to take charge of this negotiation. Ishmael cannot be trusted to make a rational decision, and you, Executive Manager, cannot properly communicate with this woman. She'll only hear your ticking sounds.
Sure.
Captain Ahab, is it? Wait, allow me to hazard a guess. You're out in here voluntarily in search of something that this pallid whale devoured. This means that you and your present company has also found a way to keep yourselves from turning into mermaids. Well, I don't suppose there's any point in hiding it when we've already come this far.
We are in search of a certain object. Its appearance is as thus. Don Quixote started explaining, looking around excitedly as though she expected the captain to suddenly produce the golden bow from her pockets.
Wait, are we really just gonna tell her everything? Why don't we talk about this between us first, and...
Lord Teresa, God, there's the cheese get down! How dare you throw cheese at your executive manager?
I know what you seek. A golden stick of sorts, I presume. Am I wrong? What?
I couldn't even deny your accusations thanks to Gregor's extremely telling reaction.
I know where to find it. I can't even bring you to it. How do we know that you weren't bluffing? Yeah, what if you just overheard while we were talking? I shall prove it to you then. From that branch emanates a very far-reaching golden light. Its glow is warm and bright, yet not bright enough to be blinding.
It appears that she at least knows of a golden bow. When she has just told us, it is more than what an unrelated individual should be able to know.
Still, I don't believe she's really about to tell us where the bow is. You presume that I would not part with this information. I have nothing to hide.
Ahab slammed the desk and leaned aggressively toward us. She wore a knowing grin as though she knew exactly what we wanted and what we were about to say. To get it.
Let us speak plainly here. I have not to hide from you. In fact, I dare say that it is you who are withholding things from me. Look alive, ye scurvy dogs. We are gamblers tumbling in the sea of RNG, and we shall gamble our way to victory or die trying.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We all do a little bit of gambling here. We pull in the gacha, we flip our coins. We hope we get skill 3 as many times as possible. We love gambling in this house.
You call that stick the golden bow, did you? Well then, that golden bow is at the dead center of this accursed whale. At the dead center? The epicenter of this deep resonant thumping. The spring of life that fuels this beast. The heart. The heart that seeps with all that is evil in the world. But you're in luck. It just so happens that the Piccolata set course for that very same destination, and we plan to set sail in the very near future. Besides, the only way out of the whale is by destroying its heart. That's interesting. I wonder if this is just a coincidence. What's so interesting about it? Isn't it interesting that after all these years they spent preparing for the journey to the heart, we have just happened to arrive as they were about to set sail? I have naught else to say but merely refer to the nature of the fate. The threads of fate itself is weaved so that I, Ahab, shall be the one to pierce the heart of the pallid whale. I have set more sails in the belly of this beast than the number of your gritted teeth combined. I have been to every nook and cranny of this place, all of which I clearly recall.
I'm not good at doing Ahab's voice, it's so inconsistent. I don't know how to do it.
There's no method upon this earth that I have not attempted to pierce this beast's hide. So allow me to preclude a few options for you. The beast's hide is as thick and impenetrable as Arkar's fortress. All the weapons in the world will not be able to pierce it. Tried to stab it with my harpoon. Wound it, yes. Puncture a hole, no. Well, if you find my words so difficult to believe, then feel free to give it a try with your own weapons. My attempts hardly left a mark. If she's right, then it won't matter what the Indigo Elder does. It won't matter what the LCA does. It won't matter how hard they try. They can't get us out of here. We know better than anyone. The crushing pain of surviving at a place such as this with no hope of rescue. No sane mind survives such torment for long. Behold my pitiful crew. They hold on tooth and nail to their sense of self as the pallid membrane tries to devour them whole. Nothing here. Nothing. None. It can do naught here but scavenge the flotsam that watches up to its stomach. Mermaid corpses Koikun brings back from her hunt are our only source of substance. Fins. Soft. How the heck did you guys even survive here? Faith. The faith that as long as we follow our captain, she'll eventually lead us out of here. That's the hope we hold on to.
Now, give my offer a listen. I, Captain Ahab of the Pequod, the leader of the Pequod town, have the responsibility to bring every single one of my crew home. Thus I make this offer to you. I will destroy this bastard's heart. For long have I prepared. Now all that remains to be done is to set the plan into motion. Our goals are the same, but we each seek different treasures. Assist me in my plan. You'll hunt this whale and escape. The golden bow shall be yours.
We must discuss this amongst ourselves first.
Take as much time as you want. Need to pour my honey into my tea. My voice is starting to hurt. Ahab nodded with a generous smile. We huddled in one corner of our office to discuss this.
The boat that carried us here is beyond salvaging. Thus, it follows that we will require a new boat for us to escape the whale. Moreover, moving across the bodily fluids of this whale is necessary for us to conduct an investigation of its interiors. For that, we require a new boat.
And commandeering their vessel is one of our options.
Guys, they can hear us. Pipe down.
우리 배
Our ship, hard to sail, complex.
운전은
Only Pequod crew can handle Pequod boats. What did I say? How much time would it take if we were to build a boat from scratch?
아무 재료도 없는 상태에서
Considering that we possess no necessary materials, considering that we must reinforce it to be resistant to the whale's acid, the estimated time of completion is... No, let's not even think about that.
그러죠.
Let's not.
제안이라
So that's your offer.
예상한
I
만큼
can smell your bullshit coming from a mile away.
저자는 언제나 같아요.
She's not changed one bit. Driving people to their deaths with bullshit that, at a glance, seems plausible.
이번에도 다를 바 없어.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, and there's something off about her. Maybe we should just do this ourselves. Right, never trust someone. Something that requires too much explaining.
I think they've spent a long time building a plan to destroy the heart to escape this place. Can we really do it on our own from scratch? I also don't know how long we could hold it out in here.
Yeah, the captain probably knows this place better than anyone.
So our other options are either turning into mermaids and kill each other, or remain trapped in here forever. Are they really the only alternatives we got?
The red gauge shall not abandon us.
이럴 때 의견 정하는
We're having trouble coming to an agreement. I will meditate. I will mediate. Let's battle to the last person standing, and have them decide.
Seniors are all expressing their opinions, which were all very diametrically opposed to one another, with a little hope of meeting somewhere in the middle. And I was unnerved by how easily Ahab managed to see right through us. I am still concerned about Ahab as well. How on earth does she know exactly what we want, and how to convince us to get along with her so well? Is that why she's the best captain? Not because she knows what's best for her crew, but because she knows how to pull together a crew and make them do what she tells them. I mean, both of those are very good qualities in the leader. I can't say it's a bad thing. Really, she was silly? I think all of them are silly. All of them are silly in their own silly little ways. Captain Ahab seemed to see right through us. The escort girl among the sailors has agreement to even further out of reach. I'm starting to get all shaky. I think my blood sugar is low. Or I might be ventilating from speaking too much. Or both. Probably both. I need to go get food. Problem is, I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take like 5 minutes to get it, and another 10 minutes to eat it. And I can't really read while eating. Dang it. I might just go ahead and end the stream now. Go get food, finish eating it. And then in about an hour or two, I'll start streaming again. And continue from here. That'd probably be best. Take a little break. Thinking this we can save in the middle of dungeons.
아침에 일찍 움직여야죠.
Okay.
저녁거리도 미리 잡아둬야 하고 술 마실 시간도.
Have a good day, everybody. I'm going to go take a break for about an hour or two, and hopefully I'll continue streaming afterwards. Although it looks like I won't be back, so goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye.